Hi, this is Shaun Spins. Welcome to the show. I am Shaun. We got a great show for you today, and I look forward to sharing with you some great music today on the show. Let's get started.
Still haven't found a replacement. Every replacement is just stranger and stranger. What else do you got? How strange can it get?
Howdy doody 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 ho ho ho. Well, howdy doody, kids, and hey, Mr. Smith. Hi, little guy, howdy. And Clarabelle, look at all the kids at home and all the kids in the gallery. What time is it, kids? Now let's go.
Wow. Let's start the show. Well, welcome to episode 21. I am still your host, Shaun, and this is Shaun Spins, and hope everybody is safe and well. I'm being told we're reviewing an album from a band that has had a lot of members. And I mean more members than my beloved Denver Broncos have had starting quarterbacks since Peyton Manning has left. And that's a lot. What band? The Lemonheads. Good band. Let's get to the album. Here's our album of the day. I have it on CD. This is the Lemonheads, It's a Shame About Ray. I'll tell you, this is much easier to hold in frame. Usually the vinyls cover me completely. This is my original CD. You can always tell it's an older CD when the CD is a bit heavy. As I said earlier, the band went through many members. On this release, it's Evan Dando on guitar vocals, Juliana Hatfield bass vocals, and David Ryan on drums. There's even a track on this album with Jeff Skunk Baxter playing slide guitar, which I thought was kind of odd and different. I never knew that until recently that he played on the album. Kind of an interesting guitar player to find to play on this album. It's kind of like finding out that a member of Kansas played on a Nine Inch Nails album. It's kind of an interesting pairing. Now let's go to some images here. Here is Evan Dando, and this is the constant member of the band. And on this one, in particular, this record, you have Juliana Hatfield on bass, backing vocals. Let's go to that image too. I absolutely love this album. I got this album a long time ago from a library that was getting rid of it. I think I might have paid $0.25, and it was well worth it. It's a quick little album. Kind of reminds me of the second Weezer album, Pinkerton. 35 minutes and it's quick done. But the songs very much go well together. Now, my copy is a version that they did after the fact. I'm not exactly sure when they released this one, maybe a year or so after the original release, because mine ends with track number 13, which is their cover of Miss Robinson from Simon and Garfunkel. And I've been told that the original pressing did not have that. As I said, though, this is a pretty old CD, so I wonder when they changed over from having Mrs. Robinson and not having it. Kind of reminds me of when Nevermind was released. The first couple didn't have the secret track, but then soon afterwards they did. So I wonder if it's just a 6-month deal. Artwork on it is great. The person on the cover is actually in Ferris Bueller's Day Off, which is an interesting thought to say the least. Artwork all around is great. The inside continues that theme. And then you have a picture of the band at that time on this side. And then it's got a collage of lyrics. Interesting thing about the collage of lyrics, it reminds me exactly of the inside of Nevermind with the same idea, a little bit of lyrics from each song put together. Same management team I saw on this too. I think it was David Goldberg from Nirvana and the Lemonheads. I can't remember when I first got exposed to the Lemonheads. It might have been Mrs. Robinson. I do remember years later when Kurt Cobain passed, I do remember Courtney Love hanging out with Evan Dando. And that said a lot to me about Evan Dando, about what was going on in his life at that time when it comes to substances. And it's a very sad part of his life. And there's been many times in my life that I had thought that we were going to lose Evan Dando to addiction. And, he's still alive, and that's good to hear. And I hope he's doing well. He kind of reminds me of Lane Staley. Being concerned for him throughout the years, and with Lane Stanley, sadly, he passed away. Let's get a little bit to the songs. As I said, it's a quick album, yet beautiful. It starts off with Rock and Stroll, which is kind of, I would say, one of the hardest rockin' songs on the album. And then after that, you get more into like folk-based songs that are slower, and sometimes they pick up. It definitely picks up the speed when you get to the song Bit Part, which is track number 7, which is a great song. It starts off with that backing vocal for Juliana Hatfield, I just want a bit part in your life, and it just gets into it. And it goes right into Allison Starting to Happen, which is another great song too. I like Allison Starting to Happen because it names a few things that Allison's doing that at the time might have been thought of as really different and odd, but nowadays, not really. Like Allison is getting a piercing and things like that. As I said, track after track is beautiful. It's a Shame About Ray, Confetti, Rudderless. I'm just naming off, and they go together so well. The older I get, I realize that Mrs. Robinson really doesn't belong on this, that it should have ended in Frank Mills. And Frank Mills is an absolute beautiful cover, and that's what the album should end with. And it's a cover from the play Hair. And I just think Evan Dando's voice and the way he sings it with this sincerity is just beautiful. It's a great song, too. I love him, but it embarrasses me to walk down the street with him. He lives in Brooklyn somewhere, and he wears a white crash helmet. He's got golden chains on his leather jacket, and on the back are written the names Mary and Mom and Hell's Angels. I wonder if we're going to get a copyright strike. Beautiful song. And I really like their cover of it. As I said, the songs go really well together, and as I got older, I realized how much Mrs. Robinson doesn't belong on there. Mrs. Robinson also has a bass player on that track. Another song that I know people would know is Buddy, and mine is old enough that it's still called Buddy on the CD. It's not called My Drug Buddy. And Buddy, to me, has to be one of the saddest songs I know. And anytime I listen to Buddy, I think of things that are very sad. People in my life I have lost to addiction, either to drugs or to alcohol. And to me, it's a very powerful song. And it's also a very sad song. It's one of the only songs that occasionally I will still play on a guitar. I don't really cover other bands and things like that, but Buddy is still a song that I'll cover, particularly if I'm having a hard time in my life. Years ago, I played the song in my house. I was having a tough time and heartbreak and not feeling well, and I actually recorded myself playing the song, and it's next to a painting I did of myself that even the painting looks kind of sad. And, playing the song to me kind of helped get a lot of those feelings out of not feeling well and being heartbroken. As I said, though, the song to me is very sad, and so Buddy to me too is more of a reminder of what not to do, like where you don't want to be. Let's go to the cover of me playing Buddy. Do we got it? Let's go.
She's coming over, we'll go out walking, make the call on the way. She's in the phone booth now, I'm looking in. Here comes a smile on her face. Is this off the same stuff we got yesterday? Is this off the same stuff we got yesterday? Yeah. I'm too much with myself, I wanna be someone else. I'm too much with myself, I wanna be someone else. I'm too much with myself, I wanna be someone else. Well, we take off past Fiona's door, walk until it's light outside, walk until we're back at the phone. We have to laugh to look at each other. We have to laugh 'cause we're not alone. As the cars pass down K Street, it's enough to frighten us. It's enough to frighten us. I love my drug buddy, my drug buddy. I love my drug buddy. I love my drug buddy.
Like I said, to me, it's a reminder of what not to do, that song. And, if you're a person that is in addiction, there's help. And there is a better life. And as I was saying earlier, been many times in my life I've been very concerned for Evan Dando. And I don't know, about 7, 8, 9, 10 years ago, I saw this footage of Evan Dando playing Buddy. And it scared the hell out of me. Let's go to that clip really quick. So here's that footage of Evan Dando by himself with this old Telecaster Custom that looks just as beat up as him. And it was terrifying to see Evan Dando in this state. And I hope he is doing well today. This is from many years ago. So what are my final thoughts about the Lemonheads? It's a Shame About Ray. It's a wonderful album. It's quick, and the songs go together great. Some of it is more rockin', some of it is more folk bass. It's beautiful. I really do recommend this album, and as I said, I picked this up a long time ago for $1. And recently, I got another one for a family member, and I got this one for free. I went into a music store and they're just practically getting rid of CDs, and it's free, and it's a great album. I do feel for my generation, they are our Simon and Garfunkel. And I know some individuals might be going, what? Yet the songwriting on this album is that good. And I'm not saying because of their cover of Mrs. Robinson. I'm saying because of the songwriting on the other songs. My favorite cover on here, as I said earlier, is Frank Mills. But if you ever get a chance, give it a listen. And it might surprise you. Especially from the time it was coming out, that a lot of music was, for lack of better words, more grunge based. This has a different feel to it. And I do feel that if the album came out today, it would be just as popular. People would think it was a brand new band. It's got a sound that's kind of timeless. So until next time, I hope everybody's safe and well. And be nice to each other.
Hi there, howdy doody. Hi, kids at home. Hi, Clarabelle. And look at all the wonderful kids in the peanut gallery. Hi, kids. What time is it?
Let's sing the theme. Okay, Professor?